Certified most accurate. Now your First Warn 5 forecast.
Well, good Monday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Matthew Mondro with your First Warn 5 update. Now, we're still tracking that storm chance as we head into our Monday evening and early overnight. The Storm Prediction Center still keeping that enhanced risk farther south in the lower peninsula, but we're still catching the marginal risk and even parts of that slight risk in Gratiot, Shiawassee, and Genesee County. So although the strongest storms, kind of the core of all of this, should stay farther south of our area, we could still see some of the storm activity on the northern fringe of all of that. That would mean we'd be on the lookout for damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and some hail up to around an inch in diameter as well. So we have some rain, some thunderstorms already ongoing, and that's starting to enter into western Wisconsin. Those are the storms that'll actually create our first wave of rain, and then we're also expecting more of a secondary line of storms to start to fire up behind all of this. So your First Warn 5 hour by hour, this is more of a wider view. Here we are, that storm activity starting to move out of Wisconsin across Lake Michigan and into the lower peninsula. Our timing is actually looking like it's starting to delay a little bit more compared to early this morning, by about an hour or so, but no huge shifts as far as the timing is going. You can see still that strongest activity closer to Grand Rapids, Lansing, Jackson, Kalamazoo, but we could still catch some of the northern fringe of that as we head late into the evening and into the early overnight too. We'll go ahead and zoom this in a little bit farther too. This is at around 8 to 9 o'clock, starting to see some of that activity on the northern edge of all of this up towards Elma and Ithaca, Owasso, Flint, Lapeer. You should be able to see some of that activity as well. And then by 11 o'clock, there's more of that secondary line starting to move in too. We could see some of the storms on the northern end of that also going through those same locations. So that's why our severe weather outlook is lower once you get into our area, but still we have it nonetheless. By the time all this passes by tomorrow morning, things are actually looking pretty quiet for your Tuesday and even warmer for your Tuesday too. I'll have more on that heat in just a second. For today, still pretty mild out there. We have an easterly wind, so that's going to keep the shoreline cooler in the 60s, middle to upper 70s north of the Saginaw Bay and in the Thumb, and up to around 80 for Saginaw, 82 in Owasso and Elma by this afternoon. On your 7-day forecast, 87 for your Tuesday, 95 on Wednesday, 88 on Thursday. So this is going to be the hottest weather we've had so far this year. Wednesday specifically in the afternoon, heat index values will be at and even above 100 degrees. Then as we head into the weekend, starting to cool back down to the 70s and the 80s, and just one more shower chance coming back in around Sunday.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.